I think that the schedule we've worked with forever was like the non-conference is just the warm-up to the conference, and the conference is what matters. And everyone in the ACC is trying to win the ACC, and everyone in the Big Ten is trying to win the Big Ten. And once upon a time with the NCAA tournament, you had to win the conference to get in to the tournament. Only one team could go from each conference.
Very early, but yeah.
So yeah, like a long time ago, obviously. So I think that's where that started, was like, this is the conference is the season that matters. Don't touch it. Leave it the fuck alone. We're playing these teams and this. And now, like, the sport has become not that. Like, I don't even think the teams – I don't know. I'm curious what the coaches feel about it. But, like, I mean, obviously you'd rather win your conference than not win your conference. But, like, I don't know if going into a season every school is like, this is the most important thing in the world. And I think the obvious example to me of that is I think Purdue's problem is Matt Painter cares greatly about winning the Big Ten. Purdue as a program is like, winning the Big Ten is a huge fucking deal. Tom Izzo does not.
No.
Tom Izzo's like, I'm trying to win national championships.
Yes.
He's only won one, granted, but Tom Izzo's like, I want to win national championships. If along the way we win the Big Ten, that's awesome. I would obviously prefer to win the Big Ten, but he's got like the bigger picture, and I find that fascinating. And I think more people, as time goes on and conference realignment explodes, and you're looking up and you're in the Big Ten and you got Washington and Rutgers and Maryland and and it's just like, what even is this conference? I think programs are going to throw their hands up, say, I don't give a shit about the conferences anymore, and maybe your idea pops off a little more, where it's like, then let's just mix up the schedule.
To that point too, like, if conference games do matter so much, I would ask, why do you want to play them on a day of preparation?
Yeah.
When you honestly might have to get, like, I'm sure there's laws and shit with compliance, like, the days of getting off the plane and put your shit back on, we're running tonight at 3 a.m. like that. There's legalities now, guys. It's social media. It don't work. So I would imagine, I could be wrong, and they probably do it before, but they play on Saturday. It might have to give like a day off Sunday before a game Monday. Do I think that happens? I don't know enough about the intricacies of practice. But my point is, then, if I could have 2 weeks to prepare for Purdue, or practice just started this week. If I open the season with Purdue in a conference game, I got 2.5 months of practice. Like, so what would you rather have if the conference games matter that much? So, like, that's the thing I would throw out.
That'd be fucking sick. First game of the year, Purdue, Indiana.
I mean, you can't say, we want students to come back. Like, there are games, too, where they play in a 2-week span from January 3rd to January 16th where students are not back.
Yeah.
So, like, to that same thing, let's go do this. Let's try that. Like, I don't know. I don't think you get enough judgment of teams when it's like, all right, well, last year Arkansas played Creighton in a classic. Yeah. Okay, it was fucking January. It was November 24th.
Right.
Like, the game in February, like, I'd much rather see that. I don't know how we're judging these teams fairly, and they can't possibly judge them all correctly.
Yeah.
With the tournament, you know that it's a guessing game in terms of.
Yeah.
They're never properly seated. Are they all on the right lines? Yeah, mostly. But, I mean, shit, UConn proved it wrong, but UConn had a gripe last year as a 4. They got Patino. Patino had a bus ride to the game in New York.
Yeah.
The game was played in New York, if I remember.